And now backing in, may the force be with you, is the Darth Invader. Grand Blanc, Michigan is home for George Stinnett in the 88 Chevy Astrodome.
He's the man that has a shot at it tonight.
But he's got to go all out, doesn't he?
He really needs the full pull.
Here we go.
This thing's on the line. He can win it tonight. He's off to the right-hand side and in trouble. Can he bring it around?
Mike, I'll tell you what, as he still settles down, an interesting pull. I would say about 100 feet down the track, he got goosed by the sled.
Well, Ken, he was up in the air and saw that he was going out of bounds. He didn't want to make the same mistake that Bill Romsberg made. And Bill and he are the ones that are in the hunt for this championship. So he backed out of it, let the front end come down. When he did, he had so much speed, the sled bumped him in the butt.
Now, it was not a full pull, but it will be interesting when they tally it up to see if it's enough to beat Romsberg because of all the points that Romsberg had deducted. Here's the replay.
Up in the air, and I mean high, but look at it immediately go to the right. It's just like he turned the steering wheel, and he's headed out. Now, here's where he lets it down.
See that?
He's backed completely out of it. You saw the tires go flat. It's amazing that he's got enough horsepower to get the front end back up in the air and get the momentum going to take him further down the track. I believe he's going to be up amongst the leaders.
We'll see if it's enough for the Darth Invader, who had one of the more interesting runs down the track of the night. George Stinnett behind the wheel of Darth Invader, 188 feet 6 inches. And again, we wait to see how that affects the overall point standings with the Rice Burner and Bill Romsberg. That's how it goes down on the two-wheel drive. The Steel City Shaker finishes third, and the Oklahoma Warrior with the old mouse behind the wheel. But the winner and still champ in the Orange Blossom Special is Alan Gaines. Alan, congratulations on another great night.
Well, thank you.
Hi, Alan. Mike Gallaway. From up here, it looked like that track was jerking you around and jerking all the pullers around as it went down. Looked like it had a real strange bite to it.
Mike, the track's got soft places and hard places in it, and you'll get a bite and it'll turn you loose, and then it'll throw you to the left and then the right. Then you got to get on a brake, and then if you get on that brake, you know what happens. You lose traction on that offside, and you've either got to come down and touch the ground to stay in bounds, or you're going out.
It was a tricky situation, all in all, driving tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a real tricky track, and it's like the tractors, you know. One tractor would hook up, and the next one wouldn't.
Yeah, we saw that up here. Well, Alan, you know, it's not a surprise. You've been in this winner's circle a jillion times, and we hope you're back there that many more. And we thank you for being with us tonight, and congratulations for the win.
Thank you, Mike.
Alan Gaines, the winner of the two-wheel drive competition here at the Houston Astrodome. There is the famous offspring of Art Arfons, Dusty Arfons. And if you are not one of the initiated in pulling, Dusty is Dusty as in female. Art's pride and joy.
And her middle name is Allison, after engine, Allison aircraft engine.
How about that? Well, she's a jet just like that. She's also 22. She's a Kelly girl, been driving this particular tractor for a couple of years. It's a custom-built T55 Lycoming, and it features a 3,000 horsepower engine.
Her dad drove this tractor, and it's actually a pair of turbines. There's another little starting turbine and moving around turbine just to the right-hand side of the T55 Lycoming. Single beam. And Ken, Broo, something interesting about this tractor, it has got the rear end, you can't actually steer it with the rear brakes because of the way the rear end is set up on it. So, you know, most of these guys, there's a shot of their little starting motor and moving around motor, and that's a little turbine that's used in power plants and various other things. But the rear end setup on this is set up so that she actually has no control as far as the brakes. She can help it, you know, she could kind of keep it in line. But as far as mashing the brakes, locking the wheels, and bringing it around, it can't happen in this tractor.
People are wondering, good shot at Dusty right there. Some people are wondering how tall is the tractor at its highest point. Well, you would see it right there behind the wheels, 6 feet. 6 feet tall, and goes about 5 feet wide. And it does nothing without the blessing of Art, who is right there on screen left, checking Dusty out as she prepares to fire it up.
They've recently gone through a problem with a short in the wiring on this tractor that when they had them, you really leaned into the motor, it would tilt and shut it off.
Whoa.
Look at the fire.
Look at that. Well, the engine is lit. The flag at the other end of the track is green. And this pull is at the whim of Dusty Arfons.
Let's watch her run. Beautiful young lady, single and chic, and handle a pulling tractor. 18.
Not unlike
22 years old.
a helicopter engine. It's got to warm up a little bit, doesn't it?
It is a helicopter engine, exactly. And what they're doing is bringing the RPMs up to operating capacity. Now the motor turns loose. Not a lot of noise, but a lot of action. Oh, Dusty's on a good ride.
But not tonight. So it kind of falls apart for Dusty Arfons. The Dragon Lady tonight only 118 feet and 7 inches. But the next man we're going to see is the legend. This is Art Arfons, 56 years young, who, frankly, if you follow the sport, you can hear of no bigger name. He is to tractor pulling what Alan Gaines is to two-wheel drive and show pulling. Art from close to my neck of the woods, Akron, Ohio. And, of course, has all the famous offspring to go along with it. In fact, there's Dusty right there, going to help Art out just like Papa helped her out before.
And his son, Tim, is also here tonight. Art is currently ranked number 2 in this final event of the Ford Budweiser points series for 1988. So he would like to improve that situation.
He would need a full pull, is that what you're saying?
Well, it depends on what he does, and it depends on what Steve Jaski does.
He's going to light it up here, I'm sure. These are 2 GE T64 turbines. And again, Allison aircraft engines. So Art, who knows this kind of track, knows the job he's got to do, and obviously knows what he's driving, is well-versed to get what he needs tonight.
And at his age, there is a heavy rumor going around.
Yes.
That Art Arfons will attempt next year to break the world's land speed record.
Is that right? Is he going to go out west to do that?
He will go to the Salt Flat.
Not in this, though.
No. That's just rumor, Ken Broo.
Okay. Well, that's what we do best. Art's lighting it up.
Watch the fire. When this man says fire in a hole, he means fire in the hole. There it is.
Whoa. Oh, my.
And light bulbs are going off all over this place.
Great tire speed.
Now, he's in for a wild ride. He's all over the track. Ooh. Ken, we are seeing some action tonight for the simple reason they are almost impossible to run a tractor straight. We haven't seen a straight pass down the track tonight, and a lot of times you'll get a track, and for some unknown reason, it has a pull built in it. It'll either pull the vehicle to the left or pull the vehicle to the right. Now, if you remember the two-wheel drive class, we had trouble keeping those guys inbound. Well, we're having trouble in this tractor class keeping them inbound.
And here's the replay, and we'll see where it goes south for Art, because, as we said, he had great tire speed at this point.
The right rear tire is loaded. It's got a lot of wrinkle in it. The left rear, if you can see, is spinning real hard, and that's taking him to the left. Now he's going to pull around to the right real heavy. Both the tires hook up. He just barely kept it in bounds, but he did keep it in bounds, so his measurement will go down without a deduction off of it. A good job for Art Arfons, but I know he's got to be more than a little disappointed. He was capable of a full pull.
140 feet, 8 inches for the Green Monster. Battling, as Mike Gallaway said, the left side of the track.